Please welcome the president of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Ibarra.
Hello, everyone. So first, I want to start by saying
this is the best gaming community in the world, hands down. Hands down. Thank you, wow. Hello, BlizzCon.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you for being with us today.
Your love for these games truly is inspiring. You are the reason we make games.
And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the friendships we've had that whole time. For the first time in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe.
With a care and a craft that is incredibly rare in this industry.
Which is dispense indiscriminate justice upon all those who got it coming. Talk to me, BlizzCon. Talk to me, BlizzCon. Talk to me, BlizzCon. Thank you, wow. There really is so much to look forward over the next 2 days. And this is only the beginning.
There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future.
And now, what you've all been waiting for. Enjoy the show.
Let's do this.
Forspoken's world and story are about as bland as they come. Equal parts predictable and forgettable, and mostly told through exposition dumps between large stretches of open-world exploration.
Imagine if in Star Wars, Luke Skywalker for the first 15 minutes was going, this cannot be happening. A droid? A guy with a scary helmet? What is going on?
This cannot be fucking real.
What we have here kind of feels like a jack-of-all-trades, master of none.
Look at you go.
I know, right?
I could not risk your coming to harm by my hand.
So she's holding the baby and she opens a portal.
I sent
Up you go.
We were behind the desk making that exact same motion as a joke.
So Square Enix has effectively, well, they are merging and also shutting down, bringing in some of the people and then shutting down the rest of Luminous, which are the people that made Forspoken.
Redfall is an open-world co-op RPG where up to 4 players face off against vampires. It's been a year since it was announced, so here to give us an update on how everything is going is Harvey Smith from Arcane Studios.
Redfall is our effort to take what Arcane does well and stretch ourselves a little bit. Does this work in the open world? Does it work both solo and with co-op players?
So what is Redfall then? Well, it's being developed by Arcane, and I'm sure that you've played many of their games before, like Prey, Deathloop, Dishonored.
Can they actually just not get around obstacles? That's wild.
For me, Redfall represents our most ambitious title that we've tried to do here in the Austin studio ever.
Every gamer worldwide is making fun of Redfall. People are calling this game a dumpster dick disaster with some of the worst AI in a shooter, and I have to disagree. I think this is some of the most unpredictable AI I've seen so far.
And then there's Starfield. Now that Redfall is a certified dud, Starfield couldn't be more important for Xbox. Everything is riding on it. Starfield has to be an amazing 9 out of 10 or even 10 out of 10 game at launch, nothing less.
Now, why you shouldn't buy this game or why it's a piece of shit, well, it's not a piece of shit, but it's definitely about a 6 out of 10, which honestly, people who are giving us a good review are people who can spend 50 hours into a game and not have a whole lot happen.
It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
No, I can't believe I pre-ordered the premium edition. Whoa, wait, Chet. I think there might be some more gameplay at this industrial...
Another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
You will also notice that there are a lot of small features that somehow affect the game and makes it into a completely different thing than Payday.
Help! Oh, shit!
Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, no. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free
It's time to start from the beginning. Yet evolve into something new. This city has a story.
The entire simulation isn't false. They haven't intended to trick you. It's more that it's broken, right?
Created by you.
The release of City Skylines 2 and the following months afterwards have been a disaster. And I can't do this anymore. I don't care how they work. They should just work.
15 frames per second like a drunk snail. And get this, the rig behind it is a beast, an RTX 4080, a 13700K CPU. Oh, what?
Honestly, if they'd released it in this state as early access or a public beta or something, I wouldn't be bothered and I could have happily ignored it until the game was finished. Instead, we've got a flawed yet promising foundation that's just itching to be fixed up and built into something superb.
Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness.
Diablo 4 is here. It's time for you to meet your bloody fate.
Blood.
And I want to see it.
Blood is the key.
Post your endgame death with hashtag Diablo Deaths, and in return, I may bestow upon you some words of honor.
Blood is the key!
What? When you see another player in game, you load them and their entire stash.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? Think of the dumbest reason why Blizzard can't add more stash tabs. I wouldn't be able to get this low.
As question, why did you guys increase the cast time on stuff like leaving dungeons?
We can look at that. We'll continue to evaluate that change. It's a fairly small difference. I know that.
Why did you do it?
Loki5123 asks, are you going to add more than 6 or 7 items a season?
That's it?
You piece of shit. And then separately, we do want to also talk about how we don't plan on doing a patch like this ever again.
I brought a little bottle of spermicidal lube.
This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling.
Deep underneath the roots of the Misty Mountain, he took something from you. A ring.
Don't let him see us, precious. They'll find us. They'll see us.
Or it makes you think, with interesting ideas that challenge you to consider or reflect. The Lord of the Rings Gollum, however, is a game that does none of these things.
What if he watches us, the diamond?
Instead, it thrusts you into the role of the titular character without doing anything meaningful with his defining internal conflict, and sends him on a series of missions that are neither fun to play nor interesting to experience. The one question it poses is, why would someone want to play this?
Welcome to the short gameplay demonstration trailer for an upcoming open-world multiplayer survival game.
Everything about the cars in this trailer is absolute BS.
What is this?
The Day Before features a huge, stunningly detailed post-apocalyptic world destroyed by a terrible virus.
The meltdown has begun with the Discord being locked down, people getting banned, and posts being deleted in the community hub, meaning these developers just made off with multi-million dollars. At $40 a piece, these guys just made out like bandits.
But take a look at this right here. Today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the Day Before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners.
While it has sold 200,000 units, 91,000 refunds have been asked for on the same day. So Fantastic replied saying this was our first big experience, as happens.
All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right, it's time.
This is AVM.
Sigils up! Let's move!
It's advertised as this battle mage game. I don't feel like a battle mage, I feel like a prick.
Be aware, you're just basically replacing the gun barrel with the character's hand and gauntlet. Even reloading is much the same, though many of the magics don't have the sheer volume of a gun, so reloading occurs more often. What really starts to feel like a spell game, replacing the guns, but just 3 guns.
He takes over everything.
There's trials and tests that you have to do that are supposed to be hard. Just double jump here, slow that down there, double jump, hover. It's so simple. It's just, I feel like insulted when I play these games.
I believe in you. She definitely thinks you're going to die. That's why her face looks like that.
Faith alone isn't enough, Kiriko.
I'm stronger than you think.
Everything we do is for all of you, and it's an honor to be a part of these worlds with you.
People hope again.
The development of Overwatch is first and foremost focused on you, our players.
Overwatch 2 will feature a ton of PvE content. We will have a complete story experience.
Give me back my knife.
Clear that we can't deliver on that original vision for PvE that was shown in 2019. What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees.
Wait, then what is the plans then? Brother, Overwatch 2 is like 3 maps, 1 character.
Here's a couple examples of why the pricing for Overwatch 2's in-game items is kinda ridiculous. This right here is a Pachamari charm. It costs 700 credits. In order to unlock it, however, you can't just buy 700 of those credits. You have to either buy 2 of the 500 or 1 of the 1,000. You can get a real physical version of the exact same thing for only $5.
Some of the new.
Before I go, I want to take a moment to thank our Blizzard team.